This is an infrared technology down here. So if I touch it, I have to release it before it's going to take any action. Okay. And what that does for you is if you do something like that, you drag your finger. You didn't intend for that to happen. It gives you a different sound for one, but it also doesn't take any action, so it prevents any inadvertent input. Everything is pretty much set up here, as opposed to having the chapters and pages that you have up on the knobs. Now, if you want traffic, it's right there, and you call up traffic. Music, that's aux page or aux chapter, page 4. Right there. I mean, we don't have it in right now, but you go right to it.
Now, how do you control this split view on the MFD? Right now, it's
right down here. It says full, so now I can go back to full on that. Go to map, a little bit better picture. And then down right now it says half.
Okay.
So now I can go to half and split it.
And then when it's in half, the right side controls the...
It controls the right side of the screen.
Okay.
When it's in full, then this side controls.
Pull up the flight plan there, for example. Does it pull up? Okay, so it shows you the standard.
Right, and it's a scroll feature here, just like an iPhone, which is kind of cool.
And then if you want to modify it?
Again, a nice thing is now we ask you, hey, do you want to insert a point? I understand that. Sure. Do you want it before or after? So we say add after. It'll put that slot in, then give you the keypad.
Okay. Any chance of getting a QWERTY keyboard on there instead of the alphanumeric?
Speak louder to that, and let me take that to my. We want.
It has to be a QWERTY. I'm 400 hours in perspective. I still cannot type in my home airport.
It's a couple years away still, and this is even a couple years away. The certification efforts are not. There's a reason there's not a whole lot of players in this market. It's what's that on?
You do have that for me, right?
I don't.
If you want to show a full screen flight plan, so I want to push this up on a full screen flight plan on the MFD. Is that a possibility?
Not right now. It's just, the function's just not there now. But yeah, it will be. It should.
Well, I think I get the hang of it. They're right. It is fairly intuitive and getting it quickly.
Yeah, you can get to things a lot quicker than with the knobs and the chapters and pages.
I mean, the waypoint that they gave me on the way down here this morning, I could not spell it. I had to come back and ask for it. So I think it was L-E-E-S-E. 880, so assuming that miles, and there's the bearing, right?
Right.
And then back to this waypoint.
Functionality-wise, if you look up here, there is no audio panel anyplace. It's all contained within here. So you've got the Comm 1, and all you have to do to change the frequencies there is hit that, and it'll swap it. Okay. To put in a new frequency, type it in, and if I wanted to go up into the primary frequency, it'll just do that. Or I could have put it into the standby also.
Okay.
So all the audio panel functions are here. Switching from Comm 1 to Comm 2 is just a touch of a button. You can monitor both. Volume control, touch, like that, or down here with the knob. So either way.
Keying the transponder would be right here.
Or you can just hit VFR if you go to 1200.
logical. It's
Get things in order there. The company, the investment. I need to get these kind of documents in front of them that say, these things are being decommissioned. You get something that says you're no longer going to provide parts for this. So once I get that, I can begin to prepare them. This is an investment that needs to be done, and I want to be transparent. I want
You're talking 300 grand.
See the jet chart right next to it. A little wider landscape displays higher resolution WXGA.
Will you be able to?
14 inches diagonal. So
One of the things I don't like right now is that I cannot have data link in XRAD and overlay my storm scope on it.
we do put some knobs down at the bottom.
I think this will be able to do that.
Much more cleaner presentation.
Like I said, there's still a lot of development going on with this, and it's going to be an extremely capable system, once it comes out.
So what's new with the? So having played with it for a bit, I would say that the key things you get on here is the flight plan and the nav radios, where you have on, let's say, a two-way display on here. Everything else is more of a remote, and then you're pushing it up to
It's going to be up on the MFA.
So instead of today, if I select fuel, it's showing up on the co-pilot side here. I guess I can't even push that one to full screen. It doesn't need to be full screen. But what if I want to see the synoptics data on this display? Do you think that will be a possibility?
It might be down in the future, but the fact that we've got two options here already. I mean, you can go to map on this and
It'll
still be showing you.
What's new with the enlarged soft screen buttons here? You lost obviously the range knob here, so you have to use the soft keys for the
Right, range now is down here.
I meant for the
on
map
the
insert.
yeah.
So you use that.
I know we had got
So now the range in here is just done with the soft key.
Okay.
Right. Again, instantaneous to get to various settings, PFD settings. Always one of my favorite things to do. Take away the synthetic vision, let you know how compelling it is.
It is very compelling. I have to turn it off when I go out and do my
what is the schedule?
instrument proficiency checks, because otherwise I feel like I'm cheating too much. So you enlarge those buttons a little bit. They're very tiny in the current version. Now they're now this will at G3000 will pretty much always require two touchscreens, right?
Yes.
Because if one of these went out and you only had one, you're fairly limited in your data input options.
Exactly. So yeah, it'll always come with you. And part of the reason why we're initially targeting just the Part 23 turbines, the cost of this, functionality, and everything is pretty high end at this point.